Over the past year and a half or so, I made a point to get around and explore more of Newfoundland and visit some places that I've been intrigued by, but that I've never been to before. Over the course of 2022 in particular, I made a couple of trips to the West Coast, Bonavista Peninsula, Burin Peninsula. If I had to pick a specific region of the province that I would call my favorite, I think I would have to choose the southwest coast. Port aux Basques is a very important town in Newfoundland because it is the entry port for anybody traveling to the province by ferry. Obviously, the importance of that town can't be understated. There's been a lot of talk about Port aux Basques and the southwest coast over the past couple of months since Hurricane Fiona blew through. The other towns in the area, Marguerite, Fox Roost, Harbour-le-Coup, I was able to secure a place in Burnt Islands both times that I went. There's been a lot of damage and there's been a lot of efforts to help clean up and rebuild the region, and the efforts are still ongoing and people are still working hard to make the situation better. I'm not suggesting that you go now and visit the area because there's still a lot of work to be done. But when the time is right, I would suggest going through the beautiful area that extends beyond Port aux Basques. There is a lot to see, a lot to explore, a lot of history that I didn't know anything about until about 2 years ago when I read As Near to Heaven by a Sea and Anne and Shames. I think this one's sort of a fictional, poetic sort of story about Ann Harvey's life after the rescue. Those are both by Kevin Major. There was evidence of a shipwreck during an immense storm off the rugged coast of Isle aux Morts. Ann Harvey was a teenager and she got her father, her younger brother, and her dog and went out to sea in a rowboat and essentially saved 160 plus lives. I don't feel it is known and appreciated on a scale that it should be, especially in a place like Newfoundland where we need stories of heroism from our own people to help us sometimes, and this is a great example of a true story that happened because of the strength and courage of a teenage girl and her family. And that's, I think, what I am so fascinated about. It's because of the Harvey story in Isle aux Morts, but also the beautiful stone lighthouse in Rose Blanche, and understanding a little bit about the history of that as well. It's something akin to the construction of Cabot Tower and Signal Hill. That, of course, being the centerpiece of the capital city. It's a sort of a very well-known story. People understand the work that was involved. Well, this is a very similar sort of thing in the much lesser-known corner of the province in Rose Blanche. But that lighthouse was constructed in a very similar sort of manner, painstakingly. A lot of hard, heavy labor to build it. The restoration of that lighthouse in 1997, but a fantastic sight to behold. It's just an incredible corner of the province. I wanted to share my thoughts on the beautiful lighthouse and the beautiful coast, the beautiful area that extends beyond Port aux Basques.